doing a record album. Duh. Okay, this is a base coat on negative space. Helps the paint slip and slide on the album. Without it, it takes a lot longer to cover. Not like years or nothing, but just takes longer to cover. This makes it run a little bit smoother. Sometimes I let it poke out with the colors, sometimes I don't. I got a little bit of leftover black. I think it's metallic, so I squirted some of my handy dandy silicone spray in there. So no torching from the cup, or else I'm going to have a fire. Because it's ethery. So therefore, flammable. Ooh, excuse me. Caribbean blue. Ultramarine blue. And my pretty island blue. Some white. And then, see, black will take over a lot, so that's why I'm not adding any more in there, just adding my blues. I probably got more than I need, but rock on with that. My air bubbles. Nope, I'm not going to torch it. I can smell the ether from that silicone spray. And looky here, by tapping the cup, I'm getting some rumitation going on here, Marty. It's rumitating. Yeah, Marty loves my made-up words. I like to keep him entertained whenever I can. Just whenever I can. Okay. Let's do it to it, see what comes out. Turn up the juice and see what shakes loose. I'm going to do flip cup. Because I don't have a lot of that negative space on there. Just enough to coat it. Push pin. Oof. Doesn't want to poke. Let's do this one. I'm going to do it on top. My granddaughter Rosie gave me the lovely idea of poking the top. It works good when you got a cup that doesn't like to cave in, or likes to cave in, I should say. Ooh, I'm loving these colors. Okay, be right back. I like to have an extra cup on hand when I'm doing these flip cups, because I get a lot of paint on there, and if I can save you any of it, it helps me out a lot. Because I'm getting down to my nitty gritty. For those of you that don't know, my husband had an accident out in the woods. He's a logger. He was working on a skidder. And his wrench slipped, and when he was adjusting his injectors on the skidder, and the fan blades on skidders are steel, they're not plastic, and he got caught in it, so he lost a pinky finger and shredded his ring finger. But the surgeon yesterday gave him some good news. As long as he doesn't move that ring finger, it's bandaged up real good. As long as he doesn't move it, the tendons have a chance to regrow, and he might get the use back in his finger. If it doesn't, it'll just be a dead finger, and if that happens, he'll want it lobbed off, because he's a country boy. He needs his hands. He needs to be able to use them, so. Hopefully, Lord willing, he gets the use of that finger back, and he won't have to get it lobbed off. So anyways, I'm just waiting for him to get home. He went to go run some errands, and I can't go anywhere until he comes back, because he's got my Jeep, and I'm supposed to have my nephews, Apollo and Gideon, and my niece, Kimmy Lynn, supposed to have them paint on a canvas for great-grandma and great-grandpa. Well, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. It depends on which kid it is, but yeah, great-grandma, yeah, greats. There's a lot of kids to keep track of. Some of them My parents are the grandparents too, and sometimes they're great-grandparents. Like with my Rosie, they're great-grandparents. But like with Xavier, his grandma and grandpa. Kids are all different ages. Anyways, it's not making any sense to you, is it? Yeah, I'm just flapping on. Just looking at how pretty this is. I didn't want to lose a lot of the paint either because it's so pretty. So I'm going to stop right there. Didn't need that either. My rags are on the wash, except for a precious couple. So, using my apron a lot right now. Okay. Woo! Let's get these air bubbles out of there. There's a lot of them. The reason why I got so many air bubbles today is last night and today I've been mixing paint because I ran out a lot, you know, my bottles ran low and stuff. So I had to mix. And so from all that mixing, I do have some air bubbles. I didn't give them time to settle a whole lot because I wanted to paint. So I'll get out my trusty little torch here, and that helps. Plus, the cells are going, yippee, yippee, look at me, I'm pretty. The cells are saying I'm pretty, not me.
Yeah.
Pretty cells, my precious. That's probably just, yeah, that's a cell. I'm going to leave it one more spot here. Okay. I'm liking that quite a bit. That's Beautimous. That's beautification right there. I'm not bragging on myself. I'm just very fortunate that the design came out in a way that I would like it, because I don't very often, well, never plan a design because it never turns out how I want to or expect it to. But even though this was unexpected, it's pretty. I like it. Give you a quick gander before I turn the camera off. Okay. There goes that stupid thing on it. See? You can get some pretty cells with just some silicone spray. I'm so excited to get some silicone oil because I can just imagine how pretty I can make things with that. But I'm doing pretty good with just a spray. Thank you to my hubs for picking it up. Okay. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned.